video. And today's video is on skincare because I figured it's something that I really would love to share with you. I think I'm too washed out here. Before I didn't have any lights, now I have too much. Let's see, you have to be a little bit patient with me. That's better. I don't know. I don't have super sophisticated things, camera and stuff like that, but we'll make it work. Okay, so basically I have my little skincare basket, and let me just start off by saying that, you know, my thinking about skincare has changed a lot, mostly due to having a child, and just your views change, your necessities change. And of course, I for a while there, I went a little more on the eco side because I had a child next to me, especially with makeup and stuff. But anyway, my whole journey with more eco brands started many years ago when I started with Dr. Hauschka. And then I went ahead and tried brands such as Infiore, and then I went on iHerb and bought so many other brands, but nothing really spoke to me like Dr. Hauschka, and I saw the results, obviously. Even though I spent like a lot on Infiore, but I was never really that happy. Then, of course, Weleda. I really like some of the Weleda products. Lavera, not so much, but Weleda, really love their skin products. And when I was living in France, I was using a lot of that. And then, anyway, I had my child, and that changed me a lot because, well, the last thing that was on my mind was skincare. Well, before my child was born, yes, I was still doing skincare that, you know, just gave me joy, because basically that's what I like. If the products don't give you joy, then they don't work, and I'm not the only one that says that. But I was also using vitamin C and, you know, the regular anti-aging products. Then I had my child, and of course that was tragic, just the whole experience, staying 3 months in the hospital. But even though, like, I stayed those 3 months in the hospital, I never went home to stay with my baby, I still did care for my skin. But you know, like, you just feel like you just want to like remove anything toxic. I don't know, it's just that feeling I had. And when I got back home, well, I had lots to think about, obviously, but definitely a little bit of makeup and skincare at the hospital every day was therapeutic for me and made me feel a little bit better, since I always wore, you know, sweatpants and was just in a terrible place. And when I got home, I stopped actually doing, this is also in the skincare department, I stopped using my light therapy for the hairs. What's it called? The brand that I have. I made a video on it. Just laser for hair removal. I stopped that because I didn't want to feel any pain at all. And I still don't. It's been almost 4 years, and I'm still not able to use that because I don't want to cause myself any pain. And you know, so after all this experience and not wanting to feel pain and just wanting to feel good, I started getting into like a skincare that was more like a pleasure to use. Very, like, the scents for me are necessary. So to feel good and just to love the skincare routine at that moment. So then I got into, oh my God, now I'm blanking on the name, Living Libations. Started with Living Libations, fell in love with their products. Their scents, of course, they're full of essential oils, but I don't mind essential oils. They actually work on me. And so started living libations and also bought some creams. And mostly with living libations, I bought the oils that just do everything. They take off makeup and they provide moisture. So I did that, and then I got into more of a wellness beauty routine because whatever made me feel good worked for my skin. I don't use retinols, retin-A, acids. I don't use any of that. I seldomly wear makeup. Today I did a little bit for the video, but when I go to work, I wear makeup. Otherwise, I don't really wear makeup, especially because we have this mask, and here the humidity is 24/7, 365 days a year. And so I stopped wearing liquid foundation. I just have like concealer from IT Cosmetics and like no liquid foundation whatsoever. And during the summer, it's just skincare, maybe a little bit of mascara. It's just unbearable, the heat, the humidity, the masks also, and it's just terrible to put too much. And I also can't moisturize too much, because if I moisturize too much, everything's just gonna come out of my pores. Anyway, so I'm into the whole wellness beauty. I also use Darphin essential oils. It's all about the scents, the experience, the textures. I love balms, anything with balms or just very emollient kind of wash off balms. I like also the word resin. They speak to me. The word resin, oils to take off my makeup, oils to moisturize, just oils and balms that I adore. Anything balmy, and the color also yellow. Dr. Hashka has a lot of yellow in their balms, and also who else? Anyway, I can't remember, but that color and just attracts me. And so I really used many balms, and I still do, to take off my makeup, because that's the most efficient way to take off your makeup. But I do also use oil. Oil is my favorite way and the most nourishing for my skin. So let's start anyway, because I'm talking too much. But like, always keep in mind that I'm not only eco brands. Like, I don't only like that. I like so many things, and I'm not a skincare junkie. I do try to keep it minimal, but there are just some products that speak to the soul. Exactly. Okay, so I bought the frankincense. This is the best skin ever from Living Libations. No, this is a sea buckthorn, sorry. This is for more of a like oily acneic skin, and I loved it. I love this. I love the smell too. It's very therapeutic. I love aromatherapy, just a more holistic approach to skincare. I think they work for me. And yeah, so this is good. But my favorite, and I took off the little tag thing, but it's the frankincense. This is my favorite scent, and also something that really works on my skin. Then lately I bought the smaller version. So these are all the various sizes, and I wanted to try Neroli. Now Neroli is a very potent smell, and yeah, very perfumey. I think of like kind of patchouli too, or older women type of scent. Like it reminds me of Yves Saint Laurent or something, and I don't really like it, and I'm glad I got the small one. And when I apply it and I put the oil in my hand and I really kind of create friction, because with oils you have to activate them, you have to create friction so that it becomes warmer, hotter, and you rub, and then you smell. You take in the smell, and then like either you blend or you pat. And the neroli just doesn't work for me, so not so happy about that. But anyway, that whole, living libations, the oils is amazing. I also bought this cream that I took off the label, and it was the Rose Glow. Oh my God, I've never, ever had a cream like this. The smell, first of all, is divine, and the texture, it's like butter, but that melts. So very high quality products, living libations, I must say, like extremely high quality products. So to wash my face, I used these oils, okay, to remove makeup, but not too much makeup because I basically didn't wear much makeup. It does remove mascara, but you have to put in some water, a little bit of a splash of water, and just like really massage your eyes. And then, of course, like all oils, they remove your makeup. And then I usually go in with a mist. The mist that I'm currently using is the Josh Rosebrook Hydrating Mist. I love it, and I also love it because it's more of a herbal smell. And I love everything herbs, like essential oils, yes, but herbs, like herb infused oils and mists and toners. I know you can make them, but I don't want to make them. I don't think. Another thing, like I wanted to say, I'm into the holistic eco-green type of skincare. What I don't agree with is people that say whatever you can eat, you can put on your skin. No, like I'm not a doctor, but that's why we have cosmetology, because, and also actually I do consult my father, who's a chemist, was a chemist, and in the family we have, my grandfather was an amazing doctor, a dietitian. He was an endocrinologist and had another thing that he did. But so in our family, there's a history of medicine and chemistry. And to tell you the truth, I always ask my dad. And my father once saw me putting some oil on my face out of like a normal bottle for the kitchen. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, it works wonders." I think it was, I don't remember what kind of oil. He's like, that's not really a good thing. You have to be careful because that didn't go through a lab. And when you eat olive oil, you eat any type of oil, it goes through a procedure of acids and like breaking down the bad bacteria, and it just, your intestines have functions to fight against, like, yeah, bad bacteria, or things that I haven't gone through a lab. Like, that's why some creams, when you open them, they're like sealed by, you have to push for the cream to come out. And so I'm like, oh, it does make sense. Why would I put something on my face that came directly from like a mill to make olive oil? But I still do that because I have my own personal olive oil that we make on land. But it's, I'm taking a risk, and it's not exactly good because whatever you put on your skin goes through your bloodstream, and yeah, it's just not good. He told me, like, just try to avoid that. That's why there's cosmetology. That's why people work in labs and make creams, and it's not, 1750, the year 1750, and anyway. So I really agree with that. So back to the herbs. I loved, like, herb infused oils or body oils. Like, sure, you know, that I could use, the DIYs, I could use it on my body, but not on my face. Anyway, love all the scents of herbs, and this is definitely something herbally. I also want to try the brand Evan Healy, but there's no way to get that here in Europe. At least I can't find that. So if you have any you know, any websites that I can visit, not iHerb, because you know that costs a lot with shipping. I'm not willing to pay so much for shipping. I'd rather, you know, buy from Europe. So anyway, what really I really enjoyed and changed my texture of my skin and everything is the hyaluronic acid. Now I try to avoid buying online, so we have The Ordinary in Italy, and I love the Buffet. I use the hyaluronic acid, but the Buffet is one of those serums that is top notch, and the price is amazing. I must say, I also use the Squalane cleanser from Ordinary, and I think it's amazing because it's not a balm, it's not a cleansing milk. It comes out, excuse me, as a cream, and then it just, when you massage your face, it emulsifies in this oil that is fantastic. I think it's wonderful. So anyway, from The Ordinary, I use their cleanser. I always use the Buffet. What else do I always use from Ordinary that I don't have here? Can't remember. Anyway, oh, I bought also, this has nothing to do with skincare, but it's in my little basket, The Ordinary hair serum. Don't see any results, don't see anything, but I use it. This hair serum that or toner, whatever it's called, that I really adore, and I adore the scent also, is the one from Weleda. Unbelievable. I used it for many years. I should go buy it again, actually. Then from The Ordinary, you see, I have their glycolic acid. I used a lot of it. I don't use it anymore. I don't use any type of acids, anything that could modify the skin barrier. I do believe in, you know, just trying to keep the, oh my God, I come on video and I totally forget all of the terms, the mantle, the skin mantle. Anyway, I'm very big on that. That's what Dr. Hauschka also really pushes. And I do believe that the less stuff you put on the skin, the better. But you do have to take care of your skin. So you can see when women or men don't take care of the skin. Keep going on. Ecco. Okay, so I'll try. Just someone said that keep going on with the serum because she sees results. She wrote in Italian. So okay, I'll do that. And actually, if you can put in the comments also, quando lo metti, when do you use it, in the evening or in the morning, and how many drops? So okay, so I was saying the skin's microbiome and acidic mantle. There you go. Is very important, and I follow. Okay, so the people that I really am into is L'amour et la musique, L'amour et la musique, and she's a blogger, but more of a journalist, and she only does eco beauty, but she goes beyond eco beauty, and she is kind of like me because she doesn't use any retinols, vitamin C's, anything that's aggressive. So I am against anything that's aggressive. And actually the results are good. Ever since I stopped with all those aggressive products, my skin is better, and the texture is better, the how compact it is much better. I don't like this thing about anti-aging. Like, I want to age. I want to age well, and I'm happy aging, and I'm happy to show my wrinkles. And like, there's an actress in Italy from the past that was called Anna Magnaghi, and she said, I earned every single wrinkle. I earned every single line. Like, that's called life. Aspetta che I have to read. Intersparsa fra hairline and crown. So, mannaggia, what are they? Okay, I have to go back and read after. So I love that. And that makes you who you are, that gives you character. So I don't want to get rid of that. I want to, help my skin for as much as I can. But the number one thing for me with skin is hydration and moisturize. Nothing else works. Nothing else. The aging process continues and will continue. And if you do something like these peels or the retinols and the acids too much, but you can do it obviously, but everything has to have balance. If you do too much of that, it shows, because it's just a not natural skin. You can see it. Like, I follow some women that I adore, but they just whack on so much stuff on their skin, and their skin looks like plastic, and I don't like that. And anyway, that's just me. I don't want to influence anyone because I'm not an influencer. I'm just saying that there's a whole new movement, but they haven't discovered anything, because nobody discovers anything. I mean, this is as old as time. It's called empowered skincare, and there's another woman called, a young woman called Jessica DeFino, and she's a journalist for, eco beauty, yes, but she is talking about basically no skincare whatsoever. All you need is really like one or two products just to moisturize. That's a little bit too much. You see, what I think that today what is happening is either you have people going up here with skincare and going nuts, or maybe you have people here like nothing. And empowered skincare, and your skin has to be its own, has to have its own life, and this and that. Let's meet somewhere in between. Yes, we love skincare. Women always have loved skincare. And oh, my cat's going crazy. And yeah, so let's be reasonable about everything. There's such an obsession with exfoliation, but I have done it. I've done everything. I've used Paula's Choice, I've medical grade, Retin-A, just everything. But when I apply Retin-A and then, anything that you can't wear when you're pregnant, no thank you. I don't want to wear on a daily basis. And Retin-A also, they say, it's sensitive to sunlight, so don't go in the sun. I want to go in the sun. I want my skin to be sun-kissed because the sun is good. And that's another thing. I don't use SPF anymore. I only use it if I go to the beach, because I'm gonna get burnt, obviously. But at the beginning, I use SPF at the beginning so I don't get burnt. But I use it in a way that so I gradually tan, and it's fine. It's fine. I also actually didn't use SPF on my face this summer, except for when I went to the beach, and my dark spots didn't come out because I don't go in the sun. I always stay either in the shade, or I wear a hat. I protect myself, and I try to go to the beach when it's not, high noon. You have to go to the beach from early morning till maximum 10, and then in the afternoon after 4. Now, there are people who are just stupid and lay in the sun all day, and yeah, they put protection. Well, that's gonna make you burn. Maybe not burn, but that's just not good. All that heat, you can't accumulate all that heat. It's just not good. Also, on a perspective, here in Europe, people use SPF, but not as much, and it's not as obsessive. Like, You go to the supermarket, you have to wear SPF. I used to do that. No, because you want the sun to touch your face. You need that vitamin D. You need the sun. People need sun. And just going walking around town, if you have makeup on, like my dad says, if you walk around town with makeup on, that's already a barrier. Makeup is a barrier. And it's ridiculous. And then what really made me stop, and then I was said, oh my, this is all about money now. These doctors are gonna like go, I just exaggerate, is when they started saying that you have to wear SPF inside because through the windows the sun hits your skin. And I said, no, Mama, this is too much for me. Anyway, I know that the Living Libations founder, Nadine Artemis, talks about this in such an eloquent way, not like me. You know, she explains all of the, positive effects of having sun in your life and just exposing your skin to sun. And that's why they call it a healthy glow, because it's healthy, not a burnt tan. That's not healthy, but a healthy glow is what you want to get. And you want to get your skin adapted to the sun gradually. I've learned this also by living in the south of Italy, and we have the sun out 6 months of the year, 6 months out of the year, really potent. And so you have to get used to the sun, and you have to make your skin adapt to the sun. Anyway, that was my little rant about skincare and SPF. It's all a matter of money now, and people are getting obsessed. And I love skincare, but it has to bring you joy or spark joy, as what's her called? Mary Kondo says. Same with skincare. And I also watch Hélène. She's a French blogger, Mon Blog de Filles, and she always goes to the Darphin Center in Paris. And one of the estheticians said to her once, she's like, Hélène, if the products, if you don't like applying whatever you're gonna apply, and if they don't bring you joy, they're not gonna work. And it's true, because I mean, the psychology behind skincare is a lot. Anyway, let's go back to my little basket. I have the Mario Badescu drying lotion. No, first of all, if you smell it, oh, it's like smelling 1,000 bottles of alcohol all together. I don't like this. I used it on a pimple that I had that was really bad. It burnt my skin around it, burnt my skin, so forget that. I know that I bought it because Kim K uses it all the time, but maybe Kim K gets a lot of money by saying this. And I know it's a cult favorite, it's a cult product, but it actually burnt my skin. So I have it there. I might use it on my body if I have a blemish here and there, but when you put it on, it stings like crazy. Another oil that I adore, and I'm kind of low on, is the Darphin chamomile oil. Love this, love the scent. Obviously chamomile is very relaxing, and this is the only essential oil, according to Paula's Choice, that doesn't have any effect. Hello, Lithuania, hi. So wonderful to see all of you connect back with me, and just, I love you guys, I love you. And now I'm all pumped up and psyched for getting back into the YouTube thing. What was I saying? Yeah, Darphin is an excellent brand. I love anybody that has believed in essential oils or eco beauty for years and years and years, like over 2 decades, like Dr. Hauschka, like Weleda, like Lavera, like Darphin, Decléor. They're French brands that have always used, essential oils. But now there's so many brands that come out, and they promise that this is gonna do this and that, and and they haven't really discovered anything so far that is out of this world. I know Drunk Elephant, they say, is amazing, and another one, May Lindstrom. I'm sure they're amazing. Like May Lindstrom's big thing is I make all my products in the kitchen. What are you talking about? As if she can make all of her products in the kitchen. It's impossible. And if she does, I kind of don't want to use them because it's not made in a lab. So, you know, I don't know. It's very controversial, I know. Like there's another Canadian girl that does Stark Skin Beauty. These women are wonderful. I think May Lindstrom, first of all, is, oh my God, I look up to her. I would love to have the life that she does with her beautiful family and her ethos and everything. But it's like, come on, you make your products in the kitchen? That's not possible. That, I mean, you can't make so many, like all of the quantity that you do. Plus, it's just not right to make skincare products in the kitchen. The same one with Stark Beauty. I make them in the kitchen. Okay. I could make my own creams also in my country house because I have olive oil and I can make them, but I would feel like not right doing that because I'm not a chemist. I don't work in a lab, and I don't know. I could do that. I would love to do that, but I would have to find some way, okay? Because it's just like that. Anyway, then I just bought, oh, let's just finish with the Living Libations. I bought the Poetic Pits. Oh, it just doesn't work for me. Nope, nope, nope. It makes my body odor just BO, and that's it. And then I bought their dry shampoo, and this is nice. It's better than the dry shampoos that you buy as far as, you know, ingredients and stuff, but it's not enough for my hair. I use it, and I put it actually in my handbag, and I use it for my bangs because my bangs tend to get oily one day to the next due to oils on my face or just a lot of sweat. So you do need that. Oh, for my body, well, I love oils. I love oils, but lately I've also been giving a try to French Pharmacy. Not a try, I mean, I've used French Pharmacy for so many years, but anyway, I use this. One of the best, the Xera Calm AD. I use it also on my son. And this obviously has a sterile pump. It's actually, I then do an even better pump thing that you press, and that's sterile. This is, I don't think this is, oh yeah, it says sterile. Yeah, sterile. So this is kind of what you want, you see, and that's why I would put this also on, I put it on my child. Then lip balm in here. I have the Nuxe because I use it in the evening, at night before I go to bed, and I have to dip my finger in, so that's why I use it. The other two that I showed, I think in a post or something, or in a story, are the Dr. Hauschka one, but that kind of dries out my lips a little bit. But and then I have the Nuxe tube, and I use that in my handbag. Then recently, guys, I discovered, this is what I want to tell you. So like I told you, I mostly use oils, and like even this, the Darphin one, I use it kind of like as a serum, not much as like an oil all over my face. But I recently bought this. It's the Derma Crème de Soin. And oh my God, this has completely revolutionized my morning and evening skincare routine. It's like no other cream that I've used, and I've used La Roche-Posay, I've used Avène, I've used Ducré. Not all, obviously, it's impossible, but I got this because of Cyril Laurent. He's an ex-stem cell researcher, and he makes a lot of videos, and you know, like, I don't agree with everything that he says, but definitely I listen to him and I listen to his recommendations of the French pharmacy. And he said to buy this, and I agree with him. I use this, and so I put the buffet. Oh, by the way, now I'm washing my face not with an oil, but with the Avène, the bar of soap. Amazing. It lathers into this foam cream type. It's more like a cream. Oh, it's just beautiful. And he's not the only one that recommended it, Cyril. Also, Dr. Dre said that's a wonderful way of cleansing your face. And, you know, it doesn't come in a plastic bottle, it doesn't come in a glass bottle, it's just soap. And I'm actually want to invest my money also in soaps. I love soap, going back to how it was. And there's a company called L'Amour Mongolia. It's this woman in Mongolia that has started her own eco skincare line. And the soaps that she makes are with the ancient traditions of Mongolia. So she uses also animal fat in her soaps, and I want to buy those. I'm really into soaps, so I'm using that, and then I spray. Where is it? This spray on my face, and then I go in with the cream, and I might add a little bit of drops of this together, and then after, when I'm done again, I spray some more. I just love this. I can't get enough of it, even though I bought a small tube of it. I do that. Or if I don't use the cream, I put in the Dauphin oil in my hand. Now I have the neroli a little bit in my hand too, but I'd prefer the frankincense. And then what you need to do, and I learned this from Evan Healy, once you have the oils in your hand, you mist a lot, you spray a lot of, she uses hydrosols. I would love to get my hands on hydrosols, but I don't have them. So I spray this, and then I really, you know, apply friction and then put it all over my face. And the best thing about these two techniques, either with the cream or with the oils in this, is that the moisture lasts. And that's what I mostly love about this. I don't like a lot of creams because after a while it feels like I don't have anything, because they're the drying type, and I don't like that. And then there's some that leave you all like wet, and I don't like that either. This is just like a glass of water for your skin, and I love the way my makeup goes on also with this, and with the combination of those oils. So once I have the two oils in my hand, I spray, I put it on, and then again I spray my face, and the moisture lasts all night and all day, and is great base for my skin, for my makeup. Then, as recently, I bought the CeraVe eye cream. This is one of the best eye creams. I mean, I don't believe in eye creams, but if I'm going to buy an eye cream, I'm going to buy one that works, that has all of the ingredients that need to be in eye creams. Is recommended by Dr. Dre and all the dermatologists, and is really efficient. And yeah, I like it. Another CeraVe is the hand cream. This I also like a lot. Oh, by the way, this line, Aderma, has oats, just like, what's that other brand? Not the Neutrogena. What's it called? Aveeno. Yeah, it has oats. And love it. Okay. And then the last one has nothing to do with skincare, really, but it is. I use this in the summer, Uriage. It's like an anti-chafing cream. It's not a cream, actually. It's a stick. I prefer their cream because it's the best for, you know, like basically summer. And I use this. And that's it. That's all my products. Those are some of the topics that I shared with you. So, you know, like no acids, no retinols. no SPF, and my skin has never looked better. And I embrace my wrinkles and everything. Now watch me like next year to have Botox and stuff. So I mean, because we all change, and that's the beauty of it. Like we change as people. I changed definitely after being a mother, and I'm still going through PTSD from what happened. So I'm not in a mental state that I was before, that's for sure. So you have to consider everything in a person's life. With skincare, you have to consider where they live and the medicine, if they're taking medicines. Skincare is, something serious. If you have a condition, go to a dermatologist. And I agree with Mercedes from L'amour et la musique. Like, you can't just listen to anyone. And don't even listen to me. This is just my experience, and you have to understand what works for you. And then if you have a problem, go to a dermatologist. But find a dermatologist that wants to help you and not wants to sell products, or because there are those types of doctors, like, and we all have been in contact with them at one point or another. Because I've done the dermatologist route and I didn't like it. She said, use this, use that, use it. And it was just so aggressive for my skin. So a little bit of controversial topics today. You might agree with me, you might not. And that's wonderful because not everybody, agrees. But I have my reasons why. And they're rooted in my family and science, and I have aunts who have lived in the South all their lives and have gone to the beach and have never worn. Even my mom, she has never worn SPF, and she has beautiful skin. She's 80 years old. They don't have cancer, obviously, but people who don't smoke get cancer, and people who do smoke never get cancer. With the sun, you have to try and be balanced and intelligent about it. You need it, but you have to be careful with it. I mean, it's your friend, but you don't want to make it your enemy. And so anyway, my aunts have all never had any problems. They've always told me, no, Jada, don't go to the beach after 10 or go after 4, because if you live in a place where it's sunny, you know what you have to do. And yeah, and they never use skincare or anything, but they have wonderful skin. But that's also because you're just born that way. I was born with good skin because it runs in my family. I ruined my skin once I started using products. And I still remember that day is when I started using Clinique. Number 2, they gave me number 2 Clinique. And that's when my skin started deteriorating. I remember when I was living in New York also, I went to, I think it was Bloomingdale's. I was 22, and I went to the Shiseido counter. I was very naive. I wasn't into makeup. I wasn't into skincare. And the lady sold me the Benefiance line, so many products. And, I had my boyfriend pay for it at the time because he just, he's in love with me. He wanted to treat me and stuff. But then as I got older, I'm like, oh my God, that lady sold me the Benefiance skincare line. And that's more for like aged women. And that didn't ruin my skin, but just after a short while after, when I used the Shiseido, the Clinique, and then I started like buying all this stuff for my skin. And then once I started YouTube also and buying all these things, it ruined my skin. It really, excuse me, ruined my skin. So there needs to be a balance, and I'm trying to find that. So this is called basically what I love, wellness beauty. And another thing, I just want to end on this note because it's a really long video. Wellness beauty, I discovered this through the brand Pursome, Pursome. And they started, or they didn't really start, but they kind of like put it down in writing that it's called Wellness Beauty. So I just made an order on Beauty Heroes because that's a website that I love. I don't love all of their products. I wanted to subscribe to their beauty box, but I don't want to try 3 million products that I don't like or I don't feel the need. So anyway, they sell Persoma, and Persoma is a brand by always a young woman that started this company, and she sells like it's stuff for you to put in the bath, like a bathtub. I don't have a bathtub, but I would change my house to have like a bathtub because it's called therapeutic bathing. I'm really into that. And she sells these sachets. They're kind of expensive. They go anywhere from like 15 euros to 30 euros. And you use them once and you put them in your bath. And therapeutic bathing, it's all about using hot water with all of these wonderful salts that she puts in. It has nothing to do with Epsom salts. Like it goes like it's beyond Epsom salts because she gets the salt from from France, and then I think she also put herbs inside. She puts, yeah, and they're each called something different, and it's like to detox your body through sweating. So you basically get into the bath with hot water, almost to the point of not burning, but it's very limit to burning. And then you put in the minerals, the salt, and you stay there for about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And when you get out, you have to wrap yourself in like your towel and excuse me, you basically have to, I'm getting thirsty now. You have to sweat. And that detoxes your body and apparently gives you wonderful skin. And I'm all for that. I'm all for wellness beauty, making you feel good, making you look good, but not modifying the aspect. Excuse me. So I think I'm going to end it here because I'm choking myself. Anyway, okay, guys, see you.